Unsyndicated presents Off the Air with Sean Baligian.
To me, I'm going to say it again. I don't think that the Tigers are going to make the playoffs. I don't. I want to get that out of the way right now. But Blake, this is like a real playoff race. Like it's real now, right? We can accept that. Whether you think they're going to make the playoff or not is kind of inconsequential. I mean, they're all over Colorado right now. They're within 3 games of a wild card. Really a little bit more than that because Minnesota's got a tiebreaker. But, right, it's real, right? People are allowed to get excited about this, right?
That's exciting. Yeah. Why? Like, that's all you can really ask for. Just be in it. Chip in a chair.
Chair.
You're not like 30 games back.
You love the Tigers. You look at you. Look who's wearing the Tiger cap right now. That guy loves the Tigers.
Sean, you could have told me they were 20 games back. I haven't looked at a baseball thing in 2 weeks. Football season started. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I have like seen people are excited and it makes the team watchable.
Yeah.
Like, which is something we couldn't say a month ago, legitimately.
No,
like
for sure.
So, I mean, for people that can watch them, I'm not one of those people. I don't fall in that category because I don't have the package. So, but for the people that can, that's very exciting. And I'm very happy for all of them.
Sorry, we're a little early tonight. There's some debate on television tonight. So,
tomorrow's going to suck.
Yeah, we wanted to go early tonight because I know a lot of people, for some unknown reason, are going to want to watch that. All right, I'm calling my shot right now. You may as well put up the swear jar. They're going to want to watch that shit show. So I'll gladly pay that. I will gladly pay that.
Pay the fine.
Yeah, I got no problem paying the fine. I'm intrigued to see, especially with your new Lion fandom, as we all know. I'm intrigued to see or hear, as it were. I purposely haven't. Clown Show was right. Nick said I don't want to watch it. Yes.
Just watch the replay of this show, Nick, on YouTube afterwards, and just keep it on
really
loop.
Nice. I'm intrigued to hear your thoughts on the Lions because I'm really, 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 even 44 hours afterwards, I'm really excited about what I saw in a myriad of ways. So, as a new budding fan who probably has more objectivity than I do on this matter, no, I'm really intrigued, and I'm serious when I say that. For you, like, out there, I know we mess with each other a lot. Blake has openly admitted he doesn't care. And Lomas and I, in essence, mugged him and bound and gagged him and threw him in the Lion limo. And he really had no choice.
Some may call it assault, but yeah.
Were you happy? Were you happy about it, Blake? Were you
no, because I had the Rams plus 4.5. So I really wanted the game to end in regulation. So that part I was not happy with. But do you want the good or the bad first?
Give it to me all. I want it all, okay. And I want it now.
You know what? I'll say it after one game. J-Mo's electric, and I think that he changes that offense completely the way he played. Now, just real quick, negative on that. I thought he died the second play that he got the ball. So that's always scary with J-Mo. But when he's on the field and, like, if he's going to be that type of playmaker, that Xavier Worthy type, that I don't want to go as far as Tyreek Hill, but let's say Jalen Waddle, something like that. Like, when you put that type of piece in an offense that already has really good weapons, like, that's very exciting for Lions fans. 100%.
All right.
I didn't expect that.
All right. So why don't you listen to your older brother? Didn't I tell you that's exactly what he's going to do? Because that's how he's going to.
But was I not allowed to have doubts?
Of course you were. But you know what?
He's been a doubtable guy.
That's one time where you have to say, and Blake, I'm going to say it again.
Poppy was right. Is that what you want to hear? Poppy was right.
No, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not right until we see it play out and somebody plays stupid and plays the where's JMO game. They don't need JMO every week, man. That's the beauty of it. They don't need it. Yes, in a perfect world, 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns and all. That's the beauty of this Lion team. It really is a pick your poison type of situation. I think now, Blake, teams have to be cognizant.
You have to respect him. You have to.
Now there's no choice. You have much like the Rams had no choice in the matter in regards to the Lions going down the field in overtime. They were just a passenger. That's all. They were a passenger. They couldn't get out of the car. They just, okay, well, I know where this ride's going to end in the end zone. It's just a matter of how far they drive us back into the end zone. They really didn't have a choice in the matter. And now I think teams are the same way about JMO. But I'm not going to change my tune. I would be pleasantly surprised if he has all those bombastic numbers. I don't think he's going to, man. I don't think he's going to.
Another positive, Jake Bates looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's getting enough credit for making all the kicks he did, making all the terrified points, everything. So I think that's a huge positive, and that's a confidence builder for a young kicker that is, he's only been kicking for, how long. I think the offensive line did exactly what you expected him to do. So I think that's all good. The linebackers looked way better than I expected.
Agreed.
Like Anzalone is just a human missile. He's awesome. The blue jersey blended in the end zone, so that's a positive. Because I'm 100% convinced that Stafford pick was because he couldn't see Kirby because of the background in the end zone. So there
was actually some crying about that. The camouflage. Yeah, there was legitimately crying.
So
it's kind of funny.
There's obviously a lot more positives than negatives, but I still have questions about the secondary.
You have to. I don't care who you like. It's funny. It's
everyone was like, "Oh, it's fixed." Like you just gave out. You know how many 300-yard passers there were in the NFL on Sunday, Sean?
Let me think off the top of my head. 4.
2.
Really? That's it?
Matthew Stafford and Tua. That was it.
Wow.
In the entire league.
Wow.
You gave up one of those. So I don't, and Puka Nacua went out pretty early.
He did?
You knew where the ball was going and you still couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
So that's scary. And okay. Everyone just can calm down about Hutch having a great game. He was playing against left tackle 65 for the Rams.
Yeah.
So he played well, he did his thing, but calm down. All right.
Todd's got that look on his face. Can I interrupt you just for a second?
Yeah, I'm sure there's something. What is that?
I think it's you and me watching a game together.
It's young Sean rewriting history with Grandpa.
Oh, what a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And you even made the happy grandpa, because that's the only reason I wouldn't talk to my old man. My old man would go, "You're dumb, shut up." So grandpa's not going to say that to you. No way grandpa says something like that to you. That's awesome.
I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I was just upset because I lost my bet. But besides that, and as great as Gibbs is, which I think he's incredible, I like Montgomery has to get the ball more.
I want to tie that, what you just said, I want to tie that together with something that Ray said in the chat, because Ray, I get your point to a point. Hear me out in just a second. How about this? David is college football elite, by the way, if you didn't know this. David LaFleur said, Sharon Moore is a position coach at best, 7-5.
Mean. He's not wrong, but mean.
It's too early yet. It's too early yet. I'm willing to give the guy more a chance, but I think 8-4, 7-5 may be coming anyway.
What
Does
if
that make
Texas
sense?
is just the best team in the country? What if what about that? Because I think they legitimately have
Listen,
a very good case to
I
make.
think they have a very good team. No doubt. Blake, I said it a couple months ago. All the people out there like Sean Baligian who normally make fun of Texas is back and the U is back, I think they're all going to have to shut their mouth this morning or this year. And I stand by it.
Especially for Texas. We'll see. Cristobal's going to do something. I'm just waiting for it.
Do you know what? While I think Texas might be the better team, Miami's circumstances are a hell of a lot better than Texas.
Yeah. 100%.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, I think by the end of it, you might see like an 11-1 Miami team or something. And dare I say a 9-3 or 10-2 Texas team's a lot better. But because of circumstances, I think Miami might be put on a larger pedestal, if that makes sense. Hold on. Nick said, I was standing up the entire fourth at home and went crazy in overtime. This was game one. You can tell they improve as the season goes on. San Francisco is good, but they don't look invincible. How many field goals? Was it 6? Is that what he hit? I think he hit 6 field goals.
Michigan legend Jake Moody.
Yeah.
Coming through.
Ray said Rams took St. Brown out of the game and J-Mo stepped up. You can't expect that every game. The Rams D isn't that good. I get what you're saying to a point.
Can I also say, with this goes along with that, if St. Brown doesn't get his, like someone's talking about J-Mo being a prima donna, if St. Brown doesn't get his, he's going to, like, I'm sorry, with his personality, he will be an issue.
All right, so let me throw this out there though. Isn't this the strength of the team that we've talked about for so very long though?
100%.
And that's why I get what you're saying, Ray, but that's why then let me introduce you to the one of the best tight ends in the league. And I have no problem saying that. I think he's in the top 3 of tight ends right now. I really do. And if you're not familiar with his work, then let's go back to what Blake was just saying. Hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, it wasn't his night, but Montgomery manned up, got behind that line, and they imposed their will down the field on the Rams and won the football game. That's the beautiful thing about this offense right now, where you're right. I'm not going to say you're wrong. I hope you understand that. Yeah, they shut down. You can't expect that every game. I don't think you can expect St. Brown to be shut down every game. And you're right. I can't expect J-Mo to blow up every game. But that's where Sam Laporta or Khalif Raymond or Gibbs or Montgomery opens the picture. And that's the best part about this offense right now. And Blake, to me, this almost reminds me of last year at the beginning of the year where you, Lomas, and I, if we said this once, we said it 100 times. They're not playing their best football and they're winning games. Okay, yeah. Cool. I'm cool with that. Like that, and that was Sunday night. Was that? I know they're capable of playing better. We all do, and they found a way to win the game.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, anything you want.
Did Jared Goff's performance worry you at all?
You know my feelings on Jared Goff. I have to give him credit. I have no choice but to give him credit. Mm-hmm. I become what I detest. In other words, I become the people who 4 years ago told me that I didn't see what I saw when he was with the Rams. And I refuse to be that guy. He's better. He's competent. He is not elite. I know people want to put him in a category that he doesn't belong. A lot of that going around in this town. I think he is what he is. To me, so I can't say that I was worried as much as that's the Jared Goff you're going to see, man. That's the Jared Goff you're going to see.
Well, like the one interception, in my opinion, was it a perfect pass? No, but Monroe just got beat.
Mm-hmm.
He got out physical on that play, which that, again, it goes back to what I was saying. Like, that's kind of scary because if he's not involved and then doesn't fight for that ball, like, that's just weird to me because that's not his MO.
Yeah. Gordy said J-Mo seems to have that prima donna receiver syndrome, Ocho, Brown, Tyreek style. I hope I'm wrong. The way that I look at it, guys, is I hope to God that he doesn't. with the waiting on this guy for a myriad of reasons, maybe this is one time you just have to kind of put your head down and say, all right, I know what I am. I know what I can do. Let me go out and prove it to everybody. That would be the situation for me. Like, I hope and pray to God that's not the case. I hope you're wrong too, Gordon. Jeez.
You want your wide receiver to have a little diva in him. Just a little bit. You want that outlandish confidence. That, I think that just goes with the position. But the other thing I was going to say is that other pass, like Goff, like I said, that pick, I don't think was 100% his fault. But then there was the one that should have definitely gotten picked off.
Eric,
I don't know how that guy didn't pick that off.
They can play a lot better. That's scary. I agree with you. That wasn't an A game at all. I like what Todd said. I did not expect to be this emotionally invested in week one. Todd, you can put the picture back up. The picture of little Sean. Put it back up. Okay. There are so many little Seans in this fan base. It's insane. So I think, to your point, I think it screams to our inner child. This football team screams to our inner child. I'm convinced of it. Because so many of us were told not to waste our time with this football team. Bill said Goff is a top 12 NFL quarterback. That's a must for any serious contender. If we were to waste our time doing a ranking right now, and I mean, we can if you want to. I mean, I can pull it up. You and I can blow through all the teams, Goff okay. I would say he would be in that range, and that's okay. That's all right. The problem that I have are the people out there that want to put him on a pedestal that he just isn't. And you guys know it is. I've talked about it forever. This town has a real problem with that. And one might say, well, every sports town is like that. You might be right. Okay. I know this town has a problem with that. We take these guys and just put them on pedestals that they don't belong. We've done it forever. If we're being honest with ourselves, we've done it forever.
Oh, you mean like chanting his name at every event that's ever happened in the last 6 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that real quickly? You know what? Now I want to do it. Are you ready to do it?
You want to rank? You want to do a ranking? I love a good ranking. You know that. I love lists.
Let's just do it honest to goodness. Let's do it right off the top of our head. I'm just going to pull up literally. I'm going to the NFL page, and I'm going to look at quarterback stats in the first week. Okay, and we'll go quarterback by quarterback in the National Football League.
Todd's got the Google spreadsheet ready to go.
See, this is how dumb we are. We had no intention of doing this.
I love it.
Tua or Goff right now?
Goff.
Would you really?
Yeah, I hate Tua.
I'd take Tua.
Okay.
Stafford or Goff right now?
Stafford.
You know the answer. I know people are going to yell at us, but Stafford. Mahomes. Yeah, okay. Baker Mayfield or Goff?
That's tough.
Don't. It's Goff. I'm serious.
Is it?
Yes, it's Goff. Based on what I've seen the last couple of years, yes, it's Goff. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's Goff.
Okay. Baker played incredible last week.
Jalen Hurts or Goff?
Goff
barely.
I think Jalen's
Minshew or Goff?
Okay.
Goff. CJ Stroud or Goff? We're going to test Blake's slapdickness.
0-2 against Michigan. CJ
Stroud. All right. I thought you were going to go there.
But he is, I'm just stating facts real quick.
Don't you disrespect my guy, Josh Allen. So we'll just move on with that one, too.
Yep. Yeah, 100%.
Brocktober or Goff?
What offense am I getting? Do I get the Kyle Shanahan system?
You know what we'll say? What we'll say is for the Lions right now, would you rather have Brocktober or Goff?
Goff.
That's the right answer, and you know that.
Yeah.
Richardson or Goff?
Richardson's too inconsistent, so I would say Goff.
I can't believe it took you that long to come to that conclusion.
Did you see that? Did you see the? I know he went 9 for 19. But it was awesome. It was an awesome 9 for 19.
Yeah. Sam Darnold or Goff?
7-year bump. Sam Darnold. No, Goff.
Okay. Derek, David, or Dick Carr? I'll take Goff over all of them.
Derek Carr might be the 3rd worst QB in the NFL.
Well, it's funny you say that. Let's go to the worst quarterback in the NFL. Daniel Jones.
Is he? Because I can make the argument for another guy.
Who?
Deshaun Watson.
Oh, well, you got a point there. The problem is I've seen what Deshaun Watson can do.
When he's not getting massages.
Well, maybe, there are a bunch of tug and rub places in the Cleveland area, Blake. I know. I can speak from experience.
Okay. That should be a jar. I know it's not, but it should be.
Jaden Daniels.
Goff. No.
Dak Prescott.
Goff.
Geno Smith.
Goff.
Deshaun Watson.
I think you know my answer. I already stated.
All right.
Goff.
Aaron Rodgers.
Honestly, Goff.
I'd take Aaron Rodgers right now.
Did you?
Yes. And I know, but I'd still take Aaron Rodgers.
At 40?
Right now on this team, yes. Right now on this team, yes, I would.
Well, with that with the Lions' offensive line, yeah.
Yes. I would still take Goff. I know for a fact they'd win a Super Bowl if Aaron Rodgers was a quarterback. I'm serious. It would be like, okay, cool.
He'd get everyone high on ayahuasca, though. That's the
Joe
problem.
Burrow.
Oh, okay.
I have to ask. Yes,
you can move Joe Burrow up a couple spots too.
We'll all take Joe Burrow, and Kyler Murray.
I would take Kyler.
He was not bad. He was not bad against the Bills.
Not at all.
That one's tough. Gosh damn it. That one's tough. I'm going to take Goff. Oh, I feel like a slapdick, and I feel dirty right now.
Todd, you should have just pulled up the tier list thing.
This is terrible. Somebody said
this
is fun. Bill, thank you. This is terrible. What
are you
great.
I love guys making lists is fun for everyone.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that you brought it up. Trevor Lawrence.
I would take Trevor.
So would I. Bryce Young. Poor
that
guy.
Dude's broken.
Poor guy. Justin Fields.
No.
Kirk Cousins.
No.
Justin Herbert.
Yes.
Yes, me
I
too.
Would take Herbert.
Okay. Bo Nix.
No.
Will Levis, who had one of the worst interceptions I've ever seen in my life. If you haven't seen it yet, go find it.
Will Levis is Bo Nix before Bo Nix. Okay.
It just awful. Jacoby Brissett.
No.
Okay.
I'd take Goff.
Yeah, so whatever.
Is it a quarterback sneak? Then I'm taking Brissett, though.
So where do we have Goff at 10?
9.
Wow. Okay.
Is that everyone? That's the whole league?
Yeah. Caleb Williams, Tyrod Taylor, Andy Dalton, Malik Willis. So there you go.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised I have him that. You and I did a couple of different ones where I'd probably have him in that area that Bill said, though. Like 10 to 12, I'd have him in that area.
Yeah, 9 to 12, yeah. Oh, yeah, you forgot Lamar.
I forgot Lamar. Thank you. I'll take Lamar. Don't overthink it. You paused for a second.
No. I agree. I hate Lamar's game, though. He's always pooping his pants.
I'd still take Lamar.
I'm just saying I would consider Baker.
Okay. So, but for the sake of an argument, like Nick said, if you did the National Football League in thirds, Jared Goff is in the top third.
Yes.
Like what Bill said in that 10 to 12 area, Bill, I agree with you. He's in that area. He's all right. And I know trust me, there are going to be some slapdicks out there. You're still dogging on Goff. That's the reality.
You hate him. You hate him and you hate Dylan Larkin.
I hate Dylan Larkin too. Yeah. Well, there's another perfect example. I mean, just I've had that argument with Red Wing fans for 5 years. It's insane. There's 1C right there, and it's like, dude, just do a little homework. Just a little homework, right? Good player, want him on my team. No
I mean,
problem. He's
there's
not
a
1
list of like 50 Tigers.
Stop it.
There's
I'm convinced.
many.
I'm convinced the Red Wings are second. The Red Wings are, and I think it's closer than people think. But yes, the Tigers, the slapdickism from the Tiger fans is absurd, absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
All right.
That was fun. Can we do more? Can we do lists more often?
I want to do a list tonight, but you wouldn't let me do a list tonight.
No, I don't want to do
See
that.
how respectful I am? I just want you remember this moment.
I appreciate you.
Remember this moment.
I appreciate you. What do you want me to say?
How many times have you been to the cider mill, by the way?
None. There's not one close to my house.
You're gross and disgusting.
There's not one close to my house. They're all like a half hour away.
Caleb was disgusting. We both took we both took Goff over him. As Darren said,
Right
Goff is great behind our line, but wouldn't prosper as well on most teams. That's why, to your point, Darren, I'd still take 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers today. With this team, absolutely. Wouldn't even think twice about it. Let's talk about All About Catering. All About Catering LLC is a full-service caterer. Graduations, weddings, bridal showers, corporate events, anything you need catering for from 25 to 4,000 people. All About Catering can and will take care of you. They've done it for my family. They can do it for your family as well. Customer service and satisfaction is their number one goal. So don't sweat your next big event. Just go to allaboutcateringllc.com today to see their menus and all their 5-star reviews. Give them a call. 586-731-1398 to get your event started. They do a fantastic job. Make no mistake about that. I used to do this segment many years on the radio, and I think we did it when we were working together. I'm not sure, but week 1 of the NFL is over. We're looking ahead to week 2. I can't wait for Thursday night. Buffalo and Miami has become can't miss television to me.
Especially early in the season.
Remember for many, like Pittsburgh, Baltimore was always like that. Like Steelers, Ravens, it was like, I'm not missing this game. So we'll get an eye on that. I every time I watch Josh Allen play, I fall more in love with the guy. I'm serious. I just fall more in love with the guy. But what jumped out to you after the first week in this National Football League? Anything grab your attention?
Yeah, what I brought up earlier, actually, with the quarterbacks and the lack of production. Like, there only being 2 guys that threw for over 300 yards. There was I think it was like half the league threw under 200. There was a lot of mediocre passing performances, and especially in like this NFL that we've seen the last few years, where guys are like, a 300-yard game is pretty normal. Like, not seeing a whole lot of those was pretty surprising.
What do you attribute that to? Because I think there's a pretty definitive answer personally, but go on.
I think it's the preseason.
You got
and the changes to training camp, like the lack of just practice time, and on some of these teams, holdouts, like just lack of reps together.
Right.
So
you know what? I think you're going to see teams get better, period. You know, and offenses get better, you know, that's really what it comes down to. I think sometimes we try too hard to get an answer that's sitting right in front of your face. That's exactly what it is. You know, it's a lot of teams do look rusty, but the thing is, almost every team's doing it this way now. So we're all going to look rusty. You know, I just had that conversation with somebody yesterday. I swear to God, where somebody said to me, well, you know, Goff was kind of the poster child, and maybe you can get a series in there. And I was like, just listen to what you said. Like, do you, honest to God, do you think that one series would make the difference? Like a series, Blake, it drives me out of my mind. It'd be one thing if you said, go play a half. Well, we can have that discussion. But to go play a series, especially if it's a 3-and-out series. Handoff, throw. Okay, we're off the field. I'm ready for the season. It's bad logic, man.
The one offense that didn't look rusty that I was like locked in on was the Chiefs, and they played their starters for a whole half.
I'm going to disagree with you. I am going to disagree with you.
Okay.
The one offense that didn't look rusty.
Don't say to the Detroit Lions.
The Dallas Cowboys, man. This is the year.
Yeah.
They're going to suck people in. You watch.
And then they're not even going to win that division.
It's incredible. It happens every gosh damn year. I don't know, man. Dallas looks dangerous. And it's like, Jerry Jones is the poster child of kicking financial hell down the road. It's like kicking the can.
Okay, if you're them, what do you do?
Right.
What do you do? You have to pay Dak.
Unfortunately,
you're in hell.
That's the problem, though. Because he's kept kicking the can down the road, he has to keep kicking the can down the road now. He can't stop and pick up the can, right? Because Jerry Jones, especially at this point in time in his life, is not going to tolerate this team flipping and going 4-13, and then, golly gee, aren't we close at 7-10? Heck no, he's in every single year. I did not see Tom Brady. Cowboys equals Maple Leaf, 100%, Gordy. I mean, they are the modern day Maple Leaf in the National Football League. If you fall for it, it's your fault. I didn't see Brady. What did you think? I was busy doing.
There was good and bad. His cadence, the more he does it, the better he's going to get. His cadence is just off. He takes a lot of like awkward, weird pauses, and he's pretty monotone. I think that they screwed up horrendously because Greg Olsen is really good.
Infinitely.
So I understand like you want the name value and everything, but Greg Olsen added a lot to a football game. And I mean, for like people like you and I, like that might not be the most important thing, but I think especially for like a casual fan, like, yeah, Brady's going to draw interest because of the name. But if you're someone that's trying to get into football and learn more about the sport, I think Greg Olsen brings a lot to the table.
As Eric said, it's his first year, and I think with a lot of first-year broadcasters, they aren't thrown into the number one chair. And I'm not saying that that's Brady's fault, but let's be honest. I think it probably would have been better for him if they brought him along slowly. That's just one man's opinion, and let him cut the teeth, so to speak. But to throw him in the number one chair, especially everybody and their brother knows how much money he makes. Well, guess what? You're going to have to deal with scorn. If he was on the fourth team or something like that, and let's see him, we're going to give him a good amount because all those cats are making a good amount. But to be thrown all that money and be thrown in the number one chair over a guy that, Blake, I think we're on the same page. I think there's Greg Olsen and everybody else. I really do. I think there's Greg Olsen and everybody else for analyst work.
I really like the team of Buck and Aikman. Like, I enjoy them calling games. I mean, you know how I feel about Tony Romo, so I don't need to go down that.
Do we ever?
I hate him. I think Brady's already better than him.
Did you see what Matt said?
Yeah.
Maybe if they put Drew Henson in the booth with him, that would get the juices flowing.
I just, I like Collinsworth too. I like Collinsworth a lot.
I don't
actually.
I do you know what the problem is? I think Collinsworth sees things. His personality just grates on me.
Oh yeah. No, I get that. That hears a guy about 1,000 times during a game.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that, but I think he's good.
I'm with you. His like intelligence and what he sees, like that's the kind of stuff I love. You know, I go to the world of hockey and listen, I mean, no disrespect. There are some guys that are bona fide cheerleaders and things like that, and people love them. You know what? I want the guy. I don't care if he's boring. Just a little Harry Neal. Harry Neal wasn't like the biggest personality out there. I thought the guy was brilliant. He saw things in little things. Let's talk about the Wealth Advantage Group. If you're ready to take charge of your financial future, well, look no further than the Wealth Advantage Group, located in historic downtown Northville and owned by those two guys, the Handsome brothers, with over 20 years of industry experience. They understand that your financial goals are as unique as you are. That's why they offer personalized, expert guidance to help you navigate the complexities of financial planning. Now, whether you're saving for retirement, getting ready to sell your company, maybe you're already in retirement, doesn't matter. They can help guide each and every one of you through every step of your financial journey. I know these guys. They've worked with my family, and they have worked with clients throughout all stages of life and have clients in over 20 different states. Look, the investment world is a complex one. If you're ready to start taking your finances more seriously, it might be time to work with the experts. Reach out to my friends at the Wealth Advantage Group at 248-773-8574 or check out their website at www.thewealthadv.com and really, really appreciate that. So I'm in one of those survivor leagues, right? And it was amazing to me how many people took your Bengals. It was amazing to me because that's real. The Bengals coming out of the gate slowly is real.
Joe Burrow's only won one opening week game.
Isn't that
incredible? The year
incredible?
that they went to the Super Bowl.
That's what they do, and it was amazing to me, Blake, how many people did that. And I was getting cat calls early because I think the Bills were down 17-3 at one point in time.
Yeah.
I think but Josh Allen does Josh Allen things, and I wasn't worried about it.
Hey, Arizona covered, so I was happy.
Oh, did they? How'd you do in your bets anyway? Did you have a good weekend?
On my bets on the show, I think I did okay. Todd has all the information.
Okay.
It all just flows through me.
Yeah.
Financially, I've had better weeks,
Yeah.
Because we only pick 10 games, and then I'll throw out a bunch of other picks. But then the day of the games come, and I just bet way more games. I just love firing at every game possible. It's very fun.
I get it. A couple comments. Brady is the Fox version of Romo. He's there because of who he is. Trent Green is CBS Olsen. You guys know my mad crush for Trent Green. It'll never go away. I'm just a big Trent Green fan.
Real quick too. Speaking of broadcasters, what's weird? I love Herb Street on College. He's horrible with the games on Prime.
I agree with you,
but I think it's also because what's his name kind of mails that in.
Oh, Al Michaels.
Yeah, he's kind of mailing that in.
Isn't he 80 something now too? Seriously?
Yeah.
Herb Street is one of the best in the business. And, I think I told you this before, and maybe some of you guys don't know it. I know the Toledo, when I was working in Toledo, I did a lot of stuff with Herb Street down in Toledo. He's just a good dude. He's
He's so good.
They had this, what did they call it? The road show? They went to different towns. I have no idea. I don't think he does it anymore. But they would 1 week they would go to Toledo, then they would go to Findlay, then they would go here and everything. And when they did it at this place in Toledo, he was like, "Dude, your bleep." And so I did a few of those shows with him. He's a good dude, really just a good dude. And he's one of those guys. You get there about an hour early, sits down and does his work and stuff like that, and I know a lot of times, although he wasn't a star, if you don't believe me, go back and look at his numbers. But a guy, a lot of times, a former athlete can just, I get to coast. Come on, I know why I'm here. Herb Street isn't one of them. No. Herb Street is.
No, he puts in the work. That's for sure.
Yeah. James Earl Jones. Eric said, "Rest in peace, James Earl Jones." Yeah, of course, passed away yesterday. No doubt about that. So, Blake, you know what? It was the reminder to me last night. even though I had just a bunch of stuff going on and I'm having a blast doing like the high school game of the week and all that stuff. Like, this is such a glorious time of year where literally Thursday, Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then you come back for Monday. It's just, how could anybody disrespect the fall? It's not humanly possible.
Man, I love fall.
It's not, like, honest to goodness. And I joked with Shep last night. The inner child in me again. Like last night, I had to go get my pumpkins and set up like all the Halloween stuff last night.
I saw your Facebook post.
That's what I did when I was a kid.
The grass was looking a little dry, by the way.
Don't even say that. The grass looked awesome, asshole.
I just did that.
Jar up there. Put the jar up there.
I got
no problem.
Upset you, and it worked.
I'm gonna no. You know what? Now
Sorry.
I'm gonna put no. You want you to, I want you to take a good look at that grass. Hold on a second, mouth.
You can pull it up.
You're damn
Todd,
right, man.
Todd, just pull it up and show it on the screen so he doesn't have to put his phone up to the camera, please.
Look at that. Look at that grass. Look at that. Jeez, Pete. Chris said first day in 10 days with no football. Yeah, you're right. Ray said, Sean, are you going to ask Blake about the post I sent you on Facebook about Harbaugh and Dobbins? Well, I will now. Did you say that he gave J.K. Dobbins the game ball and all that stuff?
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Hold on. What was surprising to me to see Jared Mayo getting the Gatorade shower after a week 1 win. Do you think they raised the banner in week 2?
Seriously, they're gonna hang a banner.
Coach Hunter's jumping in. He goes, "That's the neighbor's yard."
I saw that. That's why I started laughing.
Coach.
Jeez. Can I bring something up about college football? I know it's a real shame that I want to bring up something about college football.
All right, go ahead.
So I was listening to Cover 3 after we wrapped on Saturday, and they were talking about the Notre Dame game. And Tom Fornelli brought up the fact he's not a 12-team playoff guy. He never has been. He does not like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I disagree with him on it. But
10 years ago, I told you this was going to happen, but go on.
Yeah. I really enjoy his work. So he was like ranting, though. Notre Dame shouldn't be eligible. Like, that's the bad part about this. You lose to an NIU team and you still have a chance to make the playoff. That shouldn't happen. And I agree with that 100%. Like, if you're Notre Dame and you lose as what was it, 28.5-point favorites at home to a MAC school, you should just be deemed ineligible. And I don't think they're going to make the playoff anyways, because I think they'll drop a game to either Louisville or definitely USC, and that'll eliminate them. But still, the fact that they can go undefeated and still possibly make the playoff is a joke. And the fact that they're still even ranked in the AP poll is also a joke.
Yeah.
Like you lost at home as 28-point favorites to NIU.
Listen, I understand it's a necessary evil, like the rankings. I can't tell you how many times, and Blake, I'm not trying to be swarmy Spartan fan. I can't tell you how many times I saw people crying about it, or even fans going, "Yeah, did you check out the rankings?" And it's like, are we really doing this again? Like, didn't like 08, 09, 10, 11, like hasn't that resonated even a little bit for you? And the fact that people still don't grasp that is unbelievable to me. Hey, Blake, this just in. Michigan has no business being in the top 25.
I agree 100%.
None. Sorry. They're the national champs. I give them a tip of the cap. But if we're basing this on what we've seen this year, stop it. No,
I agree.
Yeah. AP poll is useless. The fat sports writers don't even watch the games.
The fact that Alabama's still ranked as high as they are proves that. That's just that they saw the box score and said, okay. And they won by 30.
if you do it long enough, then all of a sudden you'll get that bump, right? I still go back to like 2014. Michigan State was like the highest ranked 2-loss team for a long time. And 2015, all these people that were losing their minds at the college football playoff. And I was like, deep breath, Sugar Plum. If you go to the Big Ten championship, you see that team that's just ahead of them, Iowa, they're unbeaten. If you beat them, you're going to leapfrog them. And as we know, Michigan State leapfrog too.
Yeah.
Much to the chagrin of a lot of people out there, because that meant Alabama's on board.
But that's also the difference with the 12 team is, like, you know, like you just said, it all works itself out. With this, it's not as like cut and dry working itself out. Like,
yeah.
Like I said, if I personally think if Notre Dame goes undefeated, they don't deserve to get it. You can't lose that
the rest of the way.
Yeah.
You know as well as I do.
I know they will, and I will throw up everywhere, and I will hate the 12-team playoff.
You know it.
Watch every game.
You know it. I know it. Let's not play pretend. You know, that's the reality of the situation. It was interesting. I wanted to get to what Tim said, because he said, look at Penn State, barely beat a MAC team, and they're still in. I think, in fairness to them, they went to West Virginia and pounded West Virginia at West Virginia in week 1. But I agree with your overall point. They are, again, somehow, some way, because of that schedule, they're going to be ranked so high, and nobody's going to take a deeper look at it. But you deserve to lose spots. Absolutely you do. No doubt.
I mean, realistically, Tennessee should be above Alabama, Ole Miss, and Missouri.
Who?
Tennessee.
No, but who did you say? Alabama,
Ole Miss, and Missouri. Those are the 3 teams.
I'm sorry, who?
Missouri?
No, who? Between Alabama and Missouri, who did you say?
Ole Miss?
No.
Ole Mill, sorry.
Thank you very much.
I have to go with your bit now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ole Mills. Pat Summerall calling them Ole Mills in that bowl game was one of the funniest gosh damn things. Tim, I'm with you. I'm not buying it. I'm not. But you know what you have to accept? Look at their schedule. They are going to be drastically overrated all year, and they'll be exposed in the first round of the playoff. They will. They will.
Wait, are you still talking about Notre Dame?
No, Penn State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. The pollsters love PSU. You're right. I'm not arguing it. You're absolutely right, man. And they are going to have a
on the positive. Hopefully, they get the 5 seed and play the 12, and then they'll win the playoff game.
Wouldn't that be funny? Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
I hope it happens for Penn State. That'd be great.
That would be unbelievable.
Even more false sense of entitlement.
All right. Listen, boy, I got some work to do before we get out of here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about our friends at Legacy, Joe and Alex and Dave. Great guys, the entire staff. Did you know that thousands of Metro Detroiters have called Joe and Alex and Dave and everybody at Legacy Partners to get help with their home and auto insurance? Our friends at Legacy Partners are one of Southeast Michigan's top independent insurance agents. They provide a full-service, one-stop solution for all of your insurance needs, personal and business, large and small. Legacy has helped listeners like my family by fixing mistakes other agents have made, asking the right questions to get the right coverage put in place to properly protect you. And by the way, help save you some money at the same time. Don't we all want to do a little bit more of that right about now? Chances are, if you haven't checked your policies in the last year, you're paying too much and you could be underinsured. What are you waiting for? Give Legacy Partners a chance to help with your home, your cars, life insurance, Medicare enrollment, or your business insurance needs. Call them today at 586-209-4106 or visit legacypartnersins.com to get started with your new quotes. All right, somebody asked, so I'm going to do this right now, okay? Penn State is currently ranked number 8. They are 2-0. They had a nice win against West Virginia. Give them their flowers. They did, okay? 34-12 down in West Virginia. You have to, whether you like it or not, you have to give them their flowers, okay? Mm-hmm. But are we sure that Penn State is going to be in the playoff? Now, Blake and I did this probably a month ago. Are you guys ready? Here's their schedule. And this, I'm not making this shit stuff up.
Hit
okay?
it. God!
Penn State, host Illinois, host UCLA, go to USC. That just became intriguing. Let's say one
That's
loss.
that's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, let's say one loss for the sake of an argument now. Okay. At Wisconsin, host Ohio State. Let's say 2 losses. Host Washington, at Purdue, at Minnesota, host Maryland.
And one of those games, inevitably,
The Franklin will happen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So he'll win one of Ohio State or USC because he's James Franklin, and then he'll lose.
Yep,
he'll lose to Maryland.
10-2 Penn State with the cachet that the pollsters give him for some reason. 10-2 Penn State out of the Big Ten will be a playoff team.
Yeah,
set your watch to it.
Any 10-win team in the Big Ten or SEC will be in.
Yeah. Great job, boys. Enjoyed the list. Now it's time for the debate. It's a big night. Yeah, we're going to get going in just a second. Yeah. So it'll be 11-0 Tigers now. And Eric, you're right. It's an easy schedule. I mean, this is why, you know what? I was having a conversation today. I was having a conversation with a diehard Michigan fan today. And he brought it up to me in fairness, Blake. And I didn't argue with him. At the end of this year, it is completely legitimate that you could see an 8-4 Michigan team and a 7-5 Michigan State team. It's really legitimate. And if you think for a second that I'm saying that they're at that level, you're out of your mind. The importance of a schedule, compare the 2 schedules, man. That's all I would say. Compare the 2 schedules.
Well, it also helps that you have a quarterback that can throw the ball more than 10 yards.
Yeah, he's only going to get better. He's not even 19 until what? Thursday. He's 19 on Thursday.
He is going to be games with him for a Michigan State fan will be an absolute roller coaster. But that's way more exciting than what I'm dealing with. There's no up for my roller coaster. It's just straight down, baby.
Eric, or excuse me, Nick.
Yeah.
P.S. You will eventually be unburdened from what has been.
That's fantastic.
I just can't. We're in bizarro world, man. I'm sorry. We're just in freaking bizarro world. There's just no other way to say that. Nick Marsh is 17. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, we got to get out of here. I got to go watch that shit show. When it's time to get yourself a new house. I'm not lying. Let's all be honest. It's going to be a shit show. When it's time to get yourself a new house, whether you're buying, selling, or both, you need to contact the agent that I recommend. There she is, Lindsay Broadwell. Your house is probably the biggest investment you'll ever make, and that's why you need a pro. Lindsay grew up on the mean streets of Northville and has expanded her team all over Southeast Michigan. She's an expert in all facets of the business, and when it's time to move, our friend Lindsay and her team will make sure you get the most out of your house and everything goes smoothly when finding your new home. Buyers, sellers.
Stop reading the chat. Stop.
Make sure you contact Lindsay at BroadwellHomes.com. She will help you with everything from start to close. Licensed realtor at Real Broker LLC. Start your search today at BroadwellHomes.com.
Real quick before we leave, can I just respond to Matt?
Yes.
Like per Davis Warren, it wasn't UT, it was them. Matt, I said all week Texas was going to win that football game. I bet my hard-earned money on Texas to win that football game. I knew that they weren't winning that football game, and I know they don't have a quarterback, and that includes Davis Warren. I want Jack Tuttle to return so badly, and that's a sentence I never thought I would say in my life.
All right,
Jack Tuttle.
Can I show you one more thing before we get out of here?
Yeah.
Do you want to see how green that grass is? Look how green that grass is.
It's lush.
That green.
No, I had to do it to mess with you.
I
know you do.
All right.
Sorry.
Hey, guys, can you gamble on the debate? Take the over on the lies from both candidates. All right. We got to get out of here. Blake, I'll talk to you soon, my friend. Let's see. We're doing the hockey show tomorrow with JJ. Can you send out the invite to him, buddy, pal, friend of mine?
Yeah, I'll do it after.
JJ Bamberger from Saginaw Heritage, certainly one of the good guys, had a heck of a run at Heritage so far. Thursday, we're off. Thursday, Shep and I usually do Thursday morning. I can't do Thursday morning now. And then you and Mike are doing the show Friday night because I'll be at West Bloomfield at Rochester Adams.
And then Saturday night
We'll reconvene.
we're gonna talk about college football, and we are going to preview the Lions game.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be glorious.
I just like it's funny. Like people, dude, are you gonna do that all year? Yeah.
Seriously, I look
What are
forward
you
to those
guys
shows
doing on
so
Saturday
much.
night? You're doing the same thing we are. We're like sitting there. You've had your pants around your ankles for like 7 straight hours. Why not just come here and talk about it? You know?
They're such fun shows.
All right, we got to get out of here. God bless you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.
Off the Air with Sean Baligian, featuring Sean Baligian and Blake Majchrzak. Produced by Todd Losey and Blake Majchrzak. Executive produced by Sean Baligian and Todd Losey. Theme song, incidental music, and related sound effects are from Play It Loud by Jam Studio. Engineering, mixing, and graphic design support provided by the Unsyndicated podcast team. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Off the Air with Sean Baligian on all your favorite channels. While you're there, be sure to rate and review the podcast. Got something to say to Sean? Call the Unsyndicated hotline at 248-237-3257.